All right, Seton, poll question for hour one is going to be.
Well, we got to populate this one because, as we usually start off on Mondays, who had the worst weekend?
Ooh.
There's a lot of candidates here.
Okay.
We could start with, Kyler Murray didn't have a great weekend. Didn't have the worst weekend.
Yeah, but I'm not going to blame him. I'm going to blame his
teammates. He seems to wear
teammates.
it, though.
Oh, he did. After the game, he was kind of like stumbling around trying to figure out what exactly happened. I mean, the odds are incredible when you look at the possibility. Okay, I've got the numbers here. Let's see. Arizona gave up a 21-3 lead, and they've lost 3 games now. And they did it in such dramatic fashion that so they've lost 3 straight games on game-winning field goals. The first team to do that since the merger in 1970. They go even further than that. Teams ahead by 22 points or more in the fourth quarter were 1,276 to 1 over the last 25 seasons to close out a win. So some pretty impressive numbers there for Arizona as they stumbled, bumbled, fumbled their way to giving the Titans a win. Yeah, Paul?
If you're not watching that game and you see the DeMercado, the running back, fumble, he's going into the end zone. I think it was like a 70-yard run. He's going to close out, put them in a lead that they can't come back up from. And he just lays the ball down.
That's tough.
This is a guy who's a bounce-around running back. He's kind of a backup who's having a nice year. He's got 4 career touchdowns. He doesn't have 40. And he just lays it down. I mean, what does a coach do in a situation like that, in game and after the game?
Oh, after the game, I think it's a long talk, and then you start to figure out if you're going to have playing time reduced. I mean, you do need him. He did have a 75-yard run. He has the ability. But whatever happened to when Emmitt Smith would score a touchdown, he'd take the football and take it over to the sidelines and give it to the trainer, and he would write down, this touchdown came on this day. And that would be it. He would keep all of his footballs. I don't know what's going on now where you just get to the front door and it's like you're dropping off a newspaper and then you're going to leave. But that was embarrassing. They also had an interception that turned into a touchdown with Tyler Lockett. I mean, you want to talk about a way to lose a game that is up there in NFL history. Congratulations. You did it, Arizona. And the Titans got a victory. The Jets are winless. I keep waiting for culture. We're big on culture. We talk about culture and guys, Aaron Glenn's going to come over, and he was with the Lions. He knows about culture. But after the loss to the Cowboys, he was asked this question.
5 straight games without a takeaway. Yeah. That's historic. It's never been done before.
That's true. And I don't know if it's true or not, but I just know this, that we haven't taken the ball away. And that's one thing you guys are going to hear me say. It's not giveaways. It's not turnovers. You have to take the ball away. That's what you do as a defense. That has to be the mentality of the defense, that we have to go and get it because no one's going to give it to us. And we have to be intentional about that too. So we emphasize it. We attack it. We go through it. But, man, it just has to show up. And we got to keep doing it. We can't just sit back and say, okay, we're not getting them. We have to continue to try and emphasize it. And hopefully at some point, man, they're going to come in bunches for us.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not expecting a big turnaround. Didn't expect it. Jets fans probably aren't expecting it either. But you do want to see positive signs. You want to go, okay, we can build on that. Whenever I see a bad team, I always want to know, what are they building on? The coach, the enthusiasm, the quarterback, the defense, whatever it is. I'm waiting to find out exactly what that is for the Jets. Yes, Marvin?
But if you're a Jets fan, you're over that because you know what? The Jets have guys everywhere. It's not like they have a bunch of minimum wage guys. They have really good players on every level. They shouldn't be 0-5.
Yeah, but are they overrated because they play in New York? They're the Jets that, maybe the media focuses a little bit more on the New York teams. Because you're right. Sauce Gardner is supposed to be great. Or Quinnen Williams. They're supposed to have guys who are great. Garrett Wilson, like they're supposed to be. I don't know if they are. There are times when you get glimpses where you go, man, that guy's good. And then they disappear. But, it's been a really interesting NFL season so far, statistically. Do you realize that there have been 14 games where somebody has scored 40 or more points? That's the most through the first 5 games of any season since 1966.
Woo! Ow! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! This is the stat of the day!
Brought to you by Panini America, the official trading cards of the Dan Patrick Show. I'm not sure what the number means, but you have offenses who are piling up some points, but then it feels like you got some teams that are kind of mailing it in. That Ravens loss, I mean, even with Lamar Jackson, they're not winning that game. But 44-10, and then you start to look at the numbers that the Ravens have been giving up. 41, 38, 37, 44. You're not beating anybody. By the way, North Carolina with Bill Belichick in their losses, 48, 34, and 38. They're both giving up an average of 40 points per game, the Ravens and North Carolina.
That's not going to get it done, Dan.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Todd. All righty. 877-3DP show operator sitting by. Tyler will take your phone calls. Any other poll questions, Seton?
Why don't we stick with this one for a minute? Who had the worst weekend? You could look at – we're going to jump around from sports here. But James Franklin did not have a great weekend.
He did not.
He did not. Penn State, that is a humiliating defeat. No offense
Rick
to
Neuheisel's son had a really good weekend. He's the new offensive coordinator at UCLA, and they might have stumbled upon something there with Jerry, who called a really good game. Yes, Paul?
So Penn State loses to Oregon in overtime last week. That's acceptable. That's a high-end loss, as we say. But to be down 27-7 at halftime to UCLA with nobody in the building, basically, maybe 20,000 out of 70,000 seats, and they can't close it at the end. They can't finish it at the end. The only way this is a good thing is if you're a Penn State fan who does not like your current head coach, a game like this can help you get a new head coach someday soonish.
Boy. This is where I hope you enjoy that Big Ten schedule where you get to go all the way out to California to play a game. You know, you look at these teams where they're going cross-country, and it didn't used to be this way, but that's the way of – now, I'm not saying that's why they lost, but you're going out to UCLA, and all of a sudden you have a long flight back with a big loss. Yeah, Paul?
And Penn State's got some toughies later this month. They are at Ohio State and host Indiana later this month.
Yeah. Penn State, Texas, North Carolina, Ravens, Eagles, Cardinals, Chargers, Raiders. There's a lot of candidates to put on the poll question today, Seton.
There are a lot of candidates for sure. How about the New York Yankees? Good grief.
Giving up a lot of runs there with Toronto.
Many, many runs.
Yeah. In fact, Vlad Guerrero hit a grand slam, and it sounded like this.
Righties 2-1. Swing and a deep drive. Left field. That ball is soaring out of here. A grand slam. Pinch yourself all you want. You will not wake up from this dream right now. The Blue Jays lead 9-0 on a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. grand slam.
The other side of this is how the Yankees called Vlad Guerrero Jr. III's grand slam.
2-1. Pitch. He did. Deep drive, left field, grand slam.
Well, they can't get Vladimir Guerrero out in that one, as we just said. It's not optimal to have to pitch to Vladdy with the bases loaded.
That's the Yankees' call, and I applaud Dave Sims' call. There's no it might be, it could. Now, if the Yankees had done that, then you're going to dress it up a little bit. You're going to be like, it might be, it could be, That was just, he did it. And then silence. Yes, Marvin.
I had to shorten that clip because I counted there was silence for 21 seconds.
Oh.
They said
like
nothing.
That.
Grand slam.
I like that. That's called laying out in the business. Let it breathe. Yes, Todd.
Can you be a homer, I guess, the other way, like Dave Sims just did? It's one thing to get all extra excited when something good happens, but to totally downplay it when something negative against your team happens, that's a grand slam.
Yeah, but
I know you want your team.
Todd.
I understand that, and everyone's listening. They're all bummed, but that just was really like. It's still an exciting moment in the game. I'm not saying be rah-rah, but I think you can be a homer in the other direction when something negative happens. Like, and there it is, Grand Slam.
No.
No?
Wait, what? No. If he's working for a network, I understand that, but he's not. I mean, he's working for the Yankees.
I mean, you're not supposed to be really cheering or booing, even if you're the home team call. I don't know.
I don't think he did either. Yes, he.
That is madness to me. I would hate listening to you. That the person doing the home call, or like your team's call, is supposed to be right there with you. They should, in my opinion anyway, like I don't want to be like, hey, sucks for our team, but that was a hell of a shot. You got to give it to him. That was a hell of a cut. Good job by you, but not great for the Yankees. Hell no, dude. I don't want to hear that.
Todd, when the Broncos lost to the Colts and you came in, pouty face, how would you like it if the Broncos play-by-play guy was like, oh, it's unbelievable, that leverage call?
I would expect the announcer to be very bummed about it, but I think there's got to be a little bit of a happy medium as opposed to total excitement or total.
You are the homer of homers. Marvin, play it again. Here's Dave Sims on the Yankees call with Vlad Guerrero.
2-1 pitch. He did. Deep drive, left field, grand slam.
So what do you want him to do, Todd?
Still a grand slam home run in a playoff game. It's a big moment. I know it's against your team. It certainly shouldn't sound positive, but
we're not going to have a left lane situation with this, are we?
I think there's a gray area. It's not that black and white to me. If you're, it's in the broadcast booth. Grand Slam, Blue Jays, and it's not looking good for the Yankees. I don't know, just something a little more upbeat, but not glad that the Blue Jays had a home run.
I am shocked. I'm shocked that you don't understand the hometown announcer's job. I'm shocked. I am. I'm more shocked at this than you in the left lane, the passing lane.
Wow, that's saying something.
I am. I'm more shocked at this that you want him to be up a little bit.
You're still calling the action. I don't know if up is the word, but you're still calling the action. It's a grand slam in a playoff game.
Yes, Marvin.
But Dave Sims is a representative of the fans in a way. Do you think if you're a Yankee fan, oh, man, that was a heck of a call? He feels just like everybody else feels that's rooting for the Yankees.
Maybe I feel the play-by-play person is supposed to call it as you see it, and the analyst is the one that goes like, that sucks.
On the network, maybe.
Yes, Paulie.
I think Dave Sims' job is to call it objectively, but his tone has to match the broadcast that he's doing, which is the Yankee broadcast. So he didn't go, oh, man, they jobbed us. He didn't do one of those where he slanted. He just gave the tone of the fan.